Haverford to me means brotherhood. I feel like this is what I learned to really not just have friends. I think people have friends everywhere, but to have friends that you're accountable to, loyal to, and actually mean something to you more than just hanging out or playing video games. I think friends here mean a lot more.
All in all, the people here are what make it special. And those daily interactions, like just having lunch in the cafeteria with your friends and being able to like just sit down with your teachers like after class is something that you don't realize you loved until it's gone.
Haverford definitely means a lot to me because it's built me to the man I am today in like many facets of my life. Sports, school, everything. It's prepared me for what life has in store.
Haverford has just been the best 4 years of my life. The experience and just all of the friendships I've made, I wouldn't trade anything in the world for it.
Haverford is a community that I joined in 7th grade and I didn't really expect what I got. I think it's just such a close group of boys in your own grade, between grades even, that you kind of grow up with these boys and eventually you'll move on to college or whatever, jobs, but you still have that connection that you built from middle school, high school, even to elementary school for some of them. So I think it's the brotherhood that is advertised a lot, but it's real.
Haverford is a place where you can really be who you want to be, and not everyone might agree with you or think that you're doing things in the right way or in a way that is the most efficient, but people will listen to you and you will be noticed no matter what.
It means a lot to me. I came here in my 10th grade year, learned a lot, met a lot of great people, teachers, friends, I call my brothers. It was just a great community to be a part of.
It's like a second home for me, and I've been here for 13 years.
Most of all, probably my friends and my teachers is what I probably appreciated the most while I've been here. Especially the friends who I've been here with for like a really long time since lower school.
It's been a place where I can really be myself, and it feels that I've fit in, made a lot of lifelong friends, and I've just been able to have a really good time and meet some great people and have some really good opportunities because of Haverford.
Haverford to me means growth, and I've changed. I've been here since kindergarten, and I've changed so much since then. And everyone around me changed, the school has changed. So when I think of Haverford, I think of who I am now and who I used to be.
Haverford means everything to me. Without it, I wouldn't be me.
Well, when I first applied to Haverford, I applied because of the amazing academics and all of the renowned extracurriculars, but really the thing that inclined me to go here was that I came to a basketball game, and I saw how deafening the sound of the student section was, and that brotherhood, that bond that I saw is what inclined me to come here, and I've experienced that in all of my fondest memories from high school.
It helped me a lot through everything. It's just gonna help me become the person I am, and help me discover what I might want to do in the world.
The challenges that I faced and just kind of life through Haverford has just taught me a lot about myself. It's been a place where I've learned who I am and who I want to become.
Came here new my freshman year, not knowing anyone, and I'm leaving this place with a bunch of lifetime long friends, a lot of mentors I met, coaches that mean a lot to me, and I'm just extremely grateful for what this place has done for me.
Coming here, 9th grade, I didn't know what to expect. I had heard mixed reviews from other people coming in, but from the first day, I loved it here.
Haverford is my favorite place in the world. I mean, I'm so grateful to be able to have the opportunity to come here. I've made friends for life, and I've been happy all 12 years I've been here. It's been an amazing experience, and there's not a day that goes by where I don't think about something that happened in 4th grade or sophomore year or 6th grade, and I laugh about it with my friends, and it's just made this year has really made me appreciate how much Haverford has done for me, and I'm really thankful for it.
Haverford, I mean, it's a school, but it's also just like a place where I can come and like for example, like I'm going on a tangent real quick, but like online school, it's a little different because you're not with the camaraderie of everybody. So being like at Haverford, it's like a mix of just like a good school plus a great group of guys that I mean, I feel pretty comfortable going to school, and I like going to school every day.
Haverford has meant to me probably a safe space for me to be able to be myself.
So I'm a new student this year, but just the way that everyone's welcomed me here, the teachers, the students, the squash team in specific, it's meant everything to me, especially moving here senior year. You know, it's been a tough year, but everyone's made it that much better.
It's like my brother's here, and it's like we spent my whole life. It means a lot to me.
Haverford means home to me. It's a family and a community that I'm never gonna forget.
Haverford's honestly the best thing I've ever been given in my life, and I always credit that to my parents. Coming from middle class Northeast Philadelphia, it's kids like me usually don't go here, so them giving all the sacrifices they have over the years and committing to me being here and allowing me to be here and hang with friends and drive all the way out here and make those sacrifices, it's been the best 4 years of my life, and Haverford has taught me so many life lessons and granted me so many opportunities that I never will really appreciate, I think, until 20 years down the line when I look back at how great the school was. And Haverford has honestly just been the best to me, and I'll be forever thankful for it, and I'm always going to look back on it as the best 4 years of my life.
Haverford means home to me. It's an environment where I've grown up since first grade. I've had some of my biggest triumphs, some of my downfalls even, but you know, I've always had the school community and the values to pick me back up, and whether it's teachers or friends, I've always felt like this community is a place where I can be open, be myself, and strive for greatness.
They provided a lot, you know, not just in my teenage years, but you know, hopefully for the years to come. Haverford means everything to me. Like ever since I was 5 years old, I've been part of this brotherhood, and it's such a special feeling.
Where I've met so many amazing people, teachers and friends alike, and it's just really meaningful to me.
Haverford means a learning experience for me, a time where I've been with like the kids that I've grown up with, and seeing everyone just grow and knowing that they're my brothers and that I'll just never trade that time for anything, because I've just learned so much and been through so much with them.
Came to Haverford sophomore year, and I've made lifelong friendships that will last a lifetime, and and I've made relationships with teachers that will go way past the classroom, and for that I'm forever grateful for Haverford.
I think Haverford's a really good place to be around like friends, and if it allows you to find a place where there's like people like you, people that you can have fun with, people that you can interact with. And of course it's a school, so the education's like a good part of it, and the teachers are really cool too.
It's definitely a place to come where I can sort of forget about everything else in my life. I know that I do have a lot of things in my life that I tend to worry about, even if they don't deserve about worrying, but Haverford's a place to get away from that and just focus on my friends, school, you know, some place where I can really pursue my interest in the pursuit of knowledge.
Haverford means to me brotherhood, having people that hold you accountable and make sure that you do the right thing. Haverford means home to me in some senses, and Haverford is a place where I feel, you know, free to speak or, you know, give any beliefs out to the people and share my opinions. It's my home.
Haverford has been my whole life for a while now, and it means a lot to me. The faculty, the kids, they're all amazing, and they have made my childhood and my school year and work just amazing.
You know, it speaks for itself, you know, the draw of the place and the staff and students and just the culture in general. But Haverford honestly has done more for me than I can imagine. I've made lifelong friends here. Some of them have graduated, some of them are younger, and then obviously my classmates. And those things I wouldn't trade for the world. But also, looking forward to the future, I feel like Haverford has prepared me, everybody, that comes through here. If you put the effort forward, Haverford has the programs, the staff, the people in place to set you up for your future and really give you a sense of what it's like to be, a mature adult and somebody who is doing their best to make the world a better place in any way possible. So for that, I'm, forever grateful to Haverford, and I honestly wouldn't trade my experiences here for the world. So Haverford means the world to me.
I've grown up here. I've learned everything I know from here. It's truly made me who I am today, and I can't thank Haverford enough for that.
Haverford to me means family. Every single day when I come to school, I'm with my best friends in the world, and I'm having a good time in class, in the halls, on the sporting fields. It's really my home here and my second family, and I know that my classmates and my friends in the grades below me and above me are going to be my brothers for life and my family for life.
I came here as a freshman, so I didn't know too many people coming in, but as my time progressed, I've grown many good friendships and relationships with people that I'll probably have for the rest of my life.
I think it's the place where I've grown the most, and also it hasn't been that long. It's only been 4 years, and I think I'm a completely different person from when I walked in here. When I walk out, I'll be someone way different, and I think a lot better than who I was.
Haverford means everything to me. I've pretty much grown up here, and I wouldn't be the same person I am without Haverford and the people here. I love almost everybody here, and it really is a community in a broader sense. Everybody gets along. It is a brotherhood.
To me, Haverford has always been a place where I can feel safe at school, and not only feel safe, but feel confident, and a place where I know I can do so many different things and have so many different people around me that support me. It's definitely a place where I've grown, and it means a big deal in my life, and a big part of my growing up happened.
Haverford is a haven to me. It is a haven where I can escape and learn to be myself, where I'm fearless and always willing to try new things, and I'm not afraid to make new mistakes. Haverford is a brotherhood, as everybody says, and truly is. Everybody's here to make each other better. It is an amazing community, and I'm grateful my parents put together money to invest and send me here. It's truly changed my life for the better.
I've been here since first grade, and I just have sort of grown up around this Haverford culture and going to the next stages in my life, like college and whatnot. Haverford is really what my roots are at this point. So they've really stuck by that, preparing boys for life. I feel like I'm prepared for whatever I need to go through.
Just being a part of something bigger than myself, something that I can look back on and be proud of.
What I love about Haverford, that it changed my life. I made friends and memories that I'll never make anywhere else.
Haverford has given me the opportunity to grow while also helping me grow. It kind of walks that fine line between shaping me and letting me shape myself.
I was not a good student before I came to Haverford, but the boys here, everyone here is so supportive and everything that it's you gotta love it. So I owe everything to Haverford. I'm going to college because of Haverford. I got to meet so many people from the soccer team because of Haverford. I literally had the best years of my life at Haverford so far.
Haverford means a lot to me, and I feel like it means a lot to everyone here, but specifically, I came here with not much of an identity, and after 8 beautiful years and 8 transformative years, I feel like I've become a man of not just integrity, but all the values Haverford beholds. And I'm forever grateful for all the teachers and staff that have paved this way for me.
It's just really a really good family outside of my house, and I'll never forget all the memories I've shared with various students here and teachers, and yeah, I mean, I'll always come back and visit Haverford because I love it so much, and it's just an amazing place. It's hard to put into words because of how many years I've spent here enjoying this place, but just Haverford is just a brotherhood of and sisterhood, I guess. It's like a family. Sorry, it's just like a family of people who care and love you, regardless of what class you go into, what students you interact with, and what staff. But it's just a really good family.
For me, Haverford means brotherhood. Like I met people here at Haverford that I could consider like just brothers for life.
What does Haverford mean to me? That's a pretty hard question to answer. I've only been here 4 years. Some of my friends have been here, 10, 11 years, but it really means the world to me. And over the last 4 years, this has been a place where I've made some of my closest friends, some lifelong friends, and I don't know where I'd be without it at this point.
I came in 8th grade from public school, and I can't express how big of a change that was for me. A lot of things have just gone so well since I've come. I don't think I would be going to where I'm going to college next year. I don't think I'd be as happy as if I didn't come here. It means a lot to me.
Haverford means the world to me, and this has been a great experience.
From the friendships I've made here to the bonds I've had with teachers and students, Haverford to me has just been huge open doors and just such a loving community that has changed my life.
Just been here my entire life. I couldn't ask for a better experience in lower school, middle school, and high school.
Haverford is kind of really another home for me. It's where I grew up, and it's made me into who I am today.
Haverford means everything to me, and I don't think I'd be prepared for my next 4 years at any other school.
I've always appreciated how, particularly the students, but also even the teachers, how much they strive to make genuine relationships with each other. Just creates a much more engaging and comfortable environment to be in.
The sense of brotherhood and camaraderie that we have here is unreal, and just actually caring about us and providing a foundation that will set us up for life. And no matter wherever we are in the world, no matter the distance or anything, that we'll always be brothers, and we'll always have a place to call home at the end of the day.
Haverford means to me just about everything. I can't think of one thing that I have done outside of the classroom or in here in the school grounds that isn't because of Haverford or isn't for Haverford.
Haverford is it's like a place where I sort of just express myself, just be who I am, and take all the opportunities that are available and just meet people from many diverse backgrounds here.
Haverford to me means brotherhood, and it means hard work.
Over the past 4 years, it's just been the safest community I've had in every way. And it's always been there to provide for me or care for me or help me in any way that I need.
Is this like a one-word answer? Because it's kind of hard to say specifically, because I have a fair bit of memories about this place, especially since this is the only other, because I've only attended really 2 schools, right? Haverford is kind of the place that I just grew up, right? Everything I know tends to mostly stem from this place.
It's probably a cliche answer, but it's brotherhood, and it's just meeting some of the best people I've ever met in my entire life here, and I'm eternally grateful for everything Haverford has done for me.
It means a place where I feel comfortable, where I know each day I get to see some of the greatest people in the world, and where I know that I leave every day a better man.
It's definitely a melting pot of different creative people who all come from their different walks of life with different paths and ideas, and I think that all comes together and makes the community that I call Haverford, and I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Haverford is what I like to call my life. I mainly been here my whole entire school career, and I think of this place as my home, and basically, I just find this place to be very important to me.
Haverford means brotherhood, a tight-knit community full of guys that just want the best for each other.
Haverford has been so generous to
allowing me to learn more about myself academically and explore topics that I don't imagine I can find at many other schools. For example, in senior year, I'm taking so many electives that I didn't think I could possibly get to know in any other place, with some phenomenal teachers who are always looking to push us to explore our intellectual curiosity. But more often, what Haverford is to me is a place where I can grow to be myself, where I can meet so many friends of like minds and interests, and all sorts of backgrounds and differences. But there's no judging in any of that. If you find what you love to do, there's people who will support you here.
Haverford means everything to me. I think that it's the perfect place for a boy to come to school and prepare himself for life and make friends and get taught lessons that'll carry with him.
I feel like Haverford's opened up doors for me to go places I probably wouldn't have been able to go if I hadn't come here. The people I've met, the places I've been, is all because of Haverford.
When I first came to Haverford, I wasn't, I guess, fully mature yet. And after freshman year, heading into my sophomore year, Haverford really, I guess, matured me, made me a man, I believe. This, like, through that high school, this is the period where I believe I'm a man, I'm mature, I'm responsible, and I feel like Haverford's given me that.
I mean, Haverford really means home. I've been at Haverford for 14 years now, so I've grown up here. It's not always been perfect, it's not always been amazing, but I will say that this is my home. My brothers are my family, really, and I wouldn't trade the world for it.
I think Haverford's community means the most to me, just because I've met so many people here that I'll know for the rest of my life, just through hobbies, like sports, and extracurricular activities.
It's taught me how to be a man. I've had relationships at Haverford, connections that I don't think I've gotten anywhere else, experiences I couldn't have gotten anywhere else. So even when I go out to college and after college and I'm in the workplace, in the working world, everything that I've learned at Haverford will always stay with me.
It's been a wonderful experience. It's pushing me in every single aspect of my life, lacrosse, academics, and I really do think that it's preparing me for college and for life after that. So it's always going to have a special spot in my heart, just for being the step into my next step in my life. So I really think it's going to be important for me forever.
What I love about Haverford is how welcoming of a community is. When I came here as a freshman, they welcomed me with open arms, and I've been a part of the Brotherhood ever since. And for that, I'm like forever grateful.
It's a place that I've been at since 3rd grade, and I've enjoyed every second of it. Coming to Haverford every day has been a blessing. I get excited to come here. To me, Haverford is just a second home for me.
Haverford means my lifelong community, something that I can go back to for my entire life and feel welcome. Haverford to me is a second home, and I think it always will be.
I came in 8th grade, and it just kind of changed my perspective about school. Before Haverford, I wasn't really excited to go to school all the time, and after I came to Haverford, I look forward to coming and seeing my friends every day, and even the teachers are just so amazing, and my 5 years here have been amazing.
Without Haverford, I don't think I'd be the man I am today, and I'm very thankful for it.
Haverford is a place that is my childhood and upbringing. It's the place where I've had so many memories that I will always remember, and for all the hard work that the teachers and friends of mine and other students, I'm sure that wherever I go in the future, it will be because of this place.
This is my 14th year at Haverford, and I can no doubt call it my second home. I just love this place so much, and I always have.
I've been here since kindergarten, and this community really just embodies like all the virtues, and I've made lifelong friends that I'll have for my life.
Like that's a tough question. Haverford has been, I mean, it's had the most effect on my life out of anything that's ever happened to me. It's like my home away from home. I'm always excited to be here. It's where all my friends are. I think it'll be a big part of my personality and my life till the day I die.
It's really a brotherhood. It's somewhere I always feel like comfortable and safe, and it's somewhere that I've like grown as a person.
Haverford means hard work, brotherhood, and opportunities.
It has documented every single moment that I've lived so far.
I've certainly grown and developed and discovered a love for for music that I'm going to hopefully experience in college and get to study in college. And as well, I've also discovered that I love history, and I get to fully explore that here. Mainly to me, it's been a place where I can flourish, grow, be surrounded by great teachers who actually care about all their students.
Haverford opened up their arms to me as a junior, and coming in from a different high school, I didn't know what to expect. And Haverford fully welcomed me in, and I mean, made it feel like I was here for 10 years.
Been here since kindergarten, so it's just something that I'll always remember. It'll always be the place where I grew up and made my friends.
There's a quote that comes to mind whenever I think of Haverford. It's, "You're the average of the people that you surround yourself with." And that's why I strive to surround myself with nothing but like the greatest. And I think Haverford is the epitome of greatness in every way, shape, and form. I have like a lot of friends that achieve success in so many different areas of life, and I just love how regardless of whether you go into like engineering or finance or the medical field, everybody is succeeding and supporting each other in one way or another, and I think that's what holds this brotherhood together.
Coming into Haverford, I didn't really know the answer to this question. It was a new school for me, a new destination, and it was just somewhere that I went every morning at 8:30, and somewhere I took classes and just played sports, and just like a normal high school, just what everyone would say, but it really has become a second home to me. Whenever I drive home from a friend's house or something on the weekend, I always find myself taking a route that drives by Haverford, and more times than not, I'll pull into the parking lot by Palmer House and just sit in the lot and look over the field, and it's just given me a bond, a new place that I feel a connection to, and somewhere that I find myself trying to be rather than to not. It's just tough to go somewhere, go to a field, go to a different school, and just not want to be at Haverford.
It's a really welcoming community, and I think that's the most important part.
I only got here in 8th grade, but I can't really remember what it was like before. I feel like I've really grown into a man here, and so that means everything to me.
To me, Haverford means a complete sense of security and brotherhood. It means the ability to be able to express yourself in unbelievable ways that you probably wouldn't be able to do anywhere else, and feel the safety of your brothers.
To me, Haverford was the opportunities that it gave me. I think that's the most important thing. Like, I acknowledge that being here put me in a place to learn so much more than I could have anywhere else. And I'm so glad that Haverford put me on the path to be where I am going forward, because without it, I wouldn't be able to. It moved me through to the next chapter in my life.
Haverford is like a second home to me.
I've been here since second grade, so it's pretty much been my schooling for the past 11 years or whatever. So it's really helped me transform as a person. I used to be a pretty shy kid that wasn't super confident, but especially in the past 4 years in high school, I've really come out of my shell, done some pretty interesting roles in plays like Three Musketeers. I've gone out for sports. I've done things like Mile UN I never thought I would do. If you asked my 6th grade self, I would be like, no, that's for nerds, but I did that. So it just got me to branch out to a bunch of activities I would never even consider, I'm guessing, if I went to another school, because they make it so you're able to do everything. Like, for example, theater practice started at 6 after I had football practice, so me and a bunch of other athletes could do both, but I know here you're able to do everything and explore all your interests.
You know, it's the place where I've gotten most of my education. I came partway through the 4th grade, met a lot of fantastic teachers, done some of my independent studies, but I think the most meaningful part of Haverford to me is, and I unironically say this, the friends I've made along the way. I've met some friends here who I really plan to keep in contact with for the rest of my life.
Haverford means a lot to me. It's created opportunities that I couldn't have got anywhere else, and has provided me with a ton of friends that I'm forever grateful for.
I think the most important thing is striving to be able to bridge and to, build bridges and to communicate with one another. And in a time where we feel very disconnected, in a time where we have seen, countless events rock us back and forth, there are people in this community which I'm proud to be a part of, that have strived to build those bridges and to make better connections with one another, even if we don't agree with each other. And whenever there are harsh realities being faced, the fact that this community has the capability of coming together and uniting against certain principles that most certainly do not hold any place within this school is something that I have been proud to see in the last few years, and hopefully that will continue as long as this school is standing, and as even after I graduate.